Abusia new day, new vid. Akosombo dam spillage, through parliament. They are debating, discussing it. Now, we are yet to see the government and the for a month on and affected. No. Energy minister, Kojina parliament, say, you can say, before so mobile spilling, VR4, or mudi kind of MPs be brain and penny-boy brain and motokoye, and then the spillage in the start here. Carlos Ahenkura, Keka and Sim Hunubi, or could you to Ablakwa my reply be? Nay, you look at all of them. Yes, I see. Now, starting off energy minister, Babetina parliament, and I want to say, a month for a brain. The videos not called Joy News on, Instagram, even YouTube or Facebook. You get some to watch.
It's never true that there's a point mark for VRA to spill.
Oh, sure, moi. Clearly, as some no can they are lying. They don't even care. And it's like, your bottom so be a neutral. I don't understand that one.
What is true is that there's a point mark for the dam integrity.
Someone can say, I understand. In as much as any VRA for I understand the reason why they had to do it. What you say? But if you tell me, say, VRA for board, a man for now, that is the thing I don't seem to understand. You didn't provide any shelter for them, and then you expect them to go. Go where? That is the thing. Always, and I don't know some penny for a year been more. I see a drill sadi and show mutimo said you. What you fear what or livelihood in your baba catro say. Ye baba shiensu, Tinsuono, a baba say what they need antico. Me kwa hifa. Where am I moving to? The person in Niba be a walk. What you say? What are your videos in so?
My colleagues on the other side are creating the impression that this government has been irresponsive to the issues that are happening in South that are happening along the Volta. The figure, clearly, they admit that government agencies, government officials, quasi-government persons have been in their constituencies and distributed items. Mr. Speaker, indeed.
Now, your bulletin where you can part of say government agencies been more because of that in the government are in from there. No, that is not the official government response to Adiana happening. The fact is a governmental branch like SIC insurance not based on normal mu go through no money way fan support to, and then you stand in parliament now to say government agencies ababebwa because of that that is government's response. What are you talking about? That is not government response. That is a company with a conscience more than the government and now call momwa. That is not the same thing I said the government, Atlas was okay. Based on how our spillage in the choir mammo dynamo livelihood in our say no. Idea way more way near each and every household and an individual be part of the affected people. If you are not doing that, then there is no official response from the government.
Mr. Speaker, indeed, it is on record. And if you visit Honorable Okujetu Ablakwa's Facebook wall, the finance minister and officials from the Volta River Authority visited his constituency. And he received items. He was the person leading the charge.
Now, you are canning now. Could you talk black about respond naturally? Now, we throw 1 grain of rice, a receive 1 grain. And then this man went ahead and still continued lying.
So to now make claim that VRA has not done anything, for me, it's false. We have some members of the NDC sitting on the Volta River Resettlement Fund. VRA has released an amount of 2.86 million to the resettlement fund for these purposes.
Now, you want to say VRA for more muscle 2.86 million. Send resettlement. 2.86 million cedis. And now, more resettlement. Wow. We did a video not so long ago. I talk about say Brian Champo, a Greek minister, say a man for no foam now. I say no. Government are more interest $6 million is a bit at their mom. That's no Quran, just a fool no buy one from that Greek ministry. Now we are talking about government kind of resettlement, some man for no, and then you are talking about less than 3 million. Even if it's $3 million, Quran, How many houses can that resettle? How many people can that, and this man, you know, kasi ono no tikwa. Prior to MP, wey, enyo ono na de na happen to ono. Just say, or can you any day defended the government even those that didn't have question?
I was never invited to any meeting. I challenge the minister to provide one name, one member of parliament who was consulted, who attended any meeting regarding this village in the affected areas. My colleagues are here.
Nani akuja Ablakwa kana no say some say government ni MPs ni panifo binum tenase ansa na omo ba be spelling nsuo na oma one name nipa koro one name of the affected areas no one MP or attended that meeting.
I challenge the minister to provide one name, one member of parliament who was consulted.
You can't mention any names because there was no meeting. What do you say? And instead of someone by accept, it's okay. And then you can the first step in solving any problem is recognizing that there is one. We wanted that yesterday. Someone going at that be saying, come on, man, come on.
Not a single member of parliament. Not one. Look, we have had enough. We are down. We are traumatized. We have lost everything. The last thing we will countenance are blatant falsehoods. We will not accept it.
Simple like that. So I don't know why they are saving my own ass in a way, which is fine, but don't come up and then start telling lies from the energy minister, from the MPs, from the We've done multiple videos in regards to this specific story, and then you know how each and every one, you know how it goes. What I say, it doesn't seem to me. Why are you lying? That is the thing. Why are you lying?
Another falsehood is that VRA is sharing relief items and that members of parliament have received their share. When? Which member of parliament has received shares of relief items? And such a dangerous statement.
Yeah. When imagine saying go kujo to no ni parliament that day and can some ya kan nyina na ya kan gu ne so ya kan gu omo so and then that will be the narrative and after the nam from na ekọ. In as much as munim say munya nye you've done squat and then you are claiming say we've done this, we've done that. Governmental agency branch B ekọ support omo because of no go through up to now minister of sanitation I did a woman never say a craft for more they send a enter into that place. So they are not to my offer.
And such a dangerous statement for our constituents to now come after us. To come after us. As I speak, as member of parliament for Northton, the most affected constituency, no VRA official has given me relief items. Not a grain of rice, not a bottle of oil.
Yeah, so that is Okujo Tony response to my original one know you today. Or say MPB anywhere, I can say via reform for even any relief bia. There is no resettlement talk, there is nothing. So if you are there talking about this and why is saying, then there is the person now referred to say or the finance minister name catch or say in front of you. So what are you doing? As the auditor. I didn't want to make more. Che woman poor bet me aboa more. Government ade we happen and say ka amafo no twen say ka government mro momoa ka by na ko muda sugu nsuo num. What you say? Into individual companies any branches now you talk about Ghana Link Modern Nation plus other people like Tobinko, Pastor Martin or Momokikan kan ho. Omo na nya sa ade ane say go munya gu nsuo num still. And then as I'm now here have you more try say and then you are come on, just say when the thing on the price
I am also totally appalled that in this entire statement there has been no mention of resettlement. How long are my people going to live in schools?
Yeah. Up to now, nim any resettlement a for so okay, saying remember household biya and I said near the babe muni. Now, I can't energy minister be in parliament and as more can dangerous. So be any work. I'll bet me I didn't happen now, no. And sign her pin beam. Stephen play all the play video. No?
The Speaker, what has happened this year, and I can say that going forward, What nobody can stand here or anywhere and say it won't happen again.
The energy minister say ebe happen biem. What you say? It will happen again. Providers say so nsuo tonko ade a ebe happen biem. They will do the exact same thing. So sometimes I'll talk about Ghana and say, well, it feels like you are just wasting time. Seriously. The same minister, I think, say in an interview outside, talk about say, hene baako now talk about no more kasa say be your munsi dan mo na sade ne happen no more go back to dinum say ne be ya say so ne we na fi do masen aba back and then to one no ade bi funny man.
One of the chiefs said yesterday that this is not the first time his village or his area has been flooded, but every time he even advocated that we should build them shelters so that because he knows that the people will go back to the areas that they will flood.
As a minister, Papa Penny, can you have to at least okay? As a man they go back because their livelihood so that's the reason why I call back. That is the same reason why I also call ministry, call Jumama. I dare say come back to fear because that is not the place here you fear. What you say? So our case is die mom, send a bear, severe repoyer to then yeah, since June, and I feel you do baby no. Last me share guy we creating the sense. Some George video not talk about say VRFO was spilling 100,000 gallons of water a minute. 100,000 gallons. Ankure si ufie no kan maku 100,000 so wo Ghana and that's what ankura. Kan maku 100,000. And no more spill or in a minute. Just think about that. And then you are talking about what?
Look, the inhumanity, the indignity, Mr. Speaker, pardon me, the indignity that people are suffering, are going through. 85-year-olds, 95-year-olds, we all have mothers.
You see, that is the thing. Now man phone baby now when they are not going through it though, so they can put themselves in a mouth one of their shoes. What you say? Imagine say who fear with team. Say if your papa or if your papa, what that is the kakra waiting my mouth, say I waiting my bono and then with him. Now for the government to be free, but be about be to have say what dino. Who we are no, and now after the mouth will be my bamwa, and ye jimu, a few word dino, and after the dimun in go school dino. Imagine, say nipa be 30, no more the classroom. Before now with you, you were free because of forbidden negligence. Near mouth will be more planning the future of Ghana and your positions. What I say? Until you work through fear team no. And walk to classroom. Classroom that's what public school classroom. But a public school toilet. So na money na mokota. Now imagine that. Baby, you have to make it. And then you are there talking about the mood. They said, what are you guys doing?
Grandmothers. Those of us here, will we accept to live in a classroom even for 2 hours, for 3 hours? Why is it taking government so long to announce a resettlement policy for those affected whose houses have been destroyed?
Simple like that. Right now, government looks like they don't need plan. I don't. You see, if say we have a government, a very functional government here, Obia be na juma, bibia be sisusu correctly. What you say? Unama brochire for example and what's na brochire for example that you will say you won't see any problem happening before say any problem na ya solve that say the energy minister na num to mo kasa de be sen happen biem no guess what will happen a man for na instead of say kasa say that area no nkom be kwakosi dan ya ma o mo baabi na o mapam mo nyina free ho no da bi da baabi a me wo ya wo Italy ga sin no dan bi wo areas mu wa baabi I think say about 20 kilometers away. Nipa wom top to down about 16 floors. Almost a dana that the umba bebu nyina to agu. Because of that, I commune no omukoko see entirely different new houses. And after the more relocate a month one and a so a 3-bedroom, you were free, you have a 3-bedroom amount. As simple as that. Like nothing ever happened. What I say, Nipa in a free no and omabuda enegu. That is common sense working. We're saying me energy ministers say happen being. VRFO are not willing to pay the money to build houses for these people. They are not even. There is no settlement talk. What you say? They could talk Ablakwa, So if there's a best happy in BMA, what is the next step I and Carbine take? Because if there's a sign happiness, go through the exact same thing now. That's a part of the reason why sometimes I just be saying happy and penny for West Canada, they won't help. Because it's like the government making sure it's okay. Sakai no money some beings will never be through here. Mumma when you're empty. Because we can clearly do that. Yan relocate you to different places. Saglemio is a house in a good way. What the hell is that housing doing? And I'm saying this in a study and saying this in a baby. Because they can go for when I'm working. Sometimes a year now social inefficiency pay cost to Ghana. Where it's not about seeing Niska, it's not about saying you need the men. At the end of the MPP for some more the man, what the men knows at the idea. We have everything and even more, but still we are not using our brains to the 100. Come on. Okuje to Ablakwa kasa duru ba bi kura de na fere ya katiri say time aso. Ba de born de ni so ne yakwa Carlos ahenkura.
If VRA hadn't taken the decision they took to get us where we are now, and that dam broke, the speaker, from Akosombo to Tema was going to be submerged underwater.
Ono ya MP wa Tema. And then according to Nyokano, say ka VRA for anya nyom ye na ka dam ni be breaki. Na fere ya kan say ono no ba bi o te no nsuo na ba be affect no. Which will be very inconvenient for him. The VRA for years, sir, a car will no, I can't say me penis those areas, no, or no to him, no, okay, man, because I say a nurine so. Young him.
Even beyond that, I will repeat that my colleagues or my fathers and mothers and sisters in the areas affected have taken a very big sacrifice. In fact, an involuntary sacrifice, a sacrifice they did not wish.
So how is that then a sacrifice? You can't sacrifice, I want to ask you now. Sacrifice, let's say me amateur tomb. Some may way for the greater good. Go and Google search the meaning of sacrifice. That is not what the people chose to do. What you say? Obian war once was okay. Moments you me family me dining. I said, you can't say Carlos I am cross ni or feel okay. I understand the reason why it is a VRA for spilling so almost spilling, you know. But if there's a money plan, sir, at least don't lie. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't lie, don't bullshit your way out of things because there's a government in power. What you say? Some year na kama pet diamond VRA can say I'm for now me pay area. Now the conversation is very different. Can you better talk about say? Mu pe baby mo so mo kwankwatina omo anase omo nko enensu na ba before mo that would have been different. That is not what happened. Nya happen yan is mo say ade a chia ya di nsu ba be say mo ayi ni nyina and the mass manfo so omo nko amanfo fiefie mo bo mo amane nti because of that nti no muntu ho say na be ya obu bi enso na enho mo omuntu no hefa no mo nko did you provide Adwene na to da hu binum dia outezi ma binum ka say binum dia nya adwuma yie o say dan and I say because of position of power wanye nti no ade ni nko yie kura so defend. Come on.
To as it were enter into, but they have saved some of us living downstream or living, below the riverbed.
So what? Because of sacrifice or more involuntary sacrifice in intino a save woman. Wait, so when you enter na okura ballot box the Ghana parliament was an infant. So when you enter one day defender. I didn't go your baby and what can there be that? On back for why crime be as what try and make it again say be making sense. There is not an attack on MPP and any political party. This is just common sense, not working. What do you say? You're going
the speaker. They have, or we have, let me say we have blindly overlooked what VRA has actually gone through. I don't think the chief executive and his management even do sleep.
So what you say? I don't know partners any VRA for go through no worse and then amount for they are affected, they are not even thinking about VRA for. Such a stupid talk. Stupid talk. Amount for more dance room. You are not thinking about them. The pressure at the VRA force no. That is a dear worry. One, mpending for a vote to power. Wait. What do you also forget? Imagine say Kadi we happen what tema. And Ankatema flooding a quack flooding fee, and in a bush of 4 feet in the constituency. And Kadian account doing the Carlos I crack about the parliament, I have the exact same thing. You guys are I thought that I been say na a comedy show be na ye show. Say Ghana no a Kuma would have adane ho into a Magraheb into parliament o say do. What na city nsema some of them kika. It's just bullshit talk. Oh, Debbie.
Because they started this exercise by going to educate people who live in these areas. When they realized that the water level was going up, they didn't start this exercise yesterday. Mr. Speaker, this exercise started way back.
Now that is the thing now. Omoka, they see that part, but they also don't see the part. It's okay. Wakwa educating nipa no say so na omuba baby no e ba be fa odan ni nyina nti free ho. You forget the part say nipa ni free ho no or kwa hefa. Keep in mind say that village na and that's a town na nsuo na engulfo ye no. Those are not rich city kind of say town like Jowulu say hefa na say Islegun na say e kan ho. People living there no don't have money. They are kind of broke. What you say? And then you expect them to what? Some of the mama near no. Or more out of nowhere, they should get money, get new land, build new houses elsewhere. For sometimes use my dreaming in a year na mon fan kasa. Mun put myself in a mouth for shoes. Come on.
Warning people, telling them what will happen, and so on and so forth. The Speaker, they also started the spillage small, little by little.
That is the thing. In the time. Most start here then little by little. Mrs. Some George video, and I don't know. I think it's only TV3. I don't know. It's only even way to shame. And then you get to understand the full picture. You start here, they were spilling kakra sani okana, and then boom, 100,000 barrels a minute. It's a minute was saying 100,000 barrels, and then you are talking say. Hey, whatever video you see, because the more you talk about it, the more angry it gets. There is an interesting program here because we are we say easy cry. Yes, I can say Bono Expo, and then it's being sponsored by I think Adonko. Adonko Bono have for Expo 2023. Now what they are going to do is kind of show amount for how a Bono city. Not just that, amount for youth now within Bono no. So the main idea of this Expo is almost sell Bono. Just hotels, restaurants, everything, tourist sites, me visit, and a whole lot more. Almost at on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, year by year. And the Sunday, I a grand deba, enya de ketwa. Mpeni vwa could die ba. We have fly out to Musa Akrobetu so a don't command Nankasada so among a whole lot of people. I've seen John Dumelo even there. MP Baku also near him, or also da Subi. I don't know exactly what he's going to talk about, but he's going to talk something. Yeah. Just say Sunyani Buna for the other. I don't want to get to them, but Ode share holding. But for we are some American, yeah, I will lie. A month for praise or move regions, Baye Krabeshano. Who go any a quote where ya over bow with some Ubasunya Babono. I would have one casa. And now with this expo, no, at least about bring your attention about my mouth for we said no more papa bisu will be what you say. Because normal organizers of this event here are new levels. So definitely, so bet me joining Saturday and then Sunday. A 3 days event. The Grand Day Banaka Saturday, a Sunday. And they are going to do a whole lot. The amount for Baby go through normal baby now for free. Or be church amount for new more betting here to make money or more yard investors betting me up. Even so our bonana person support to the movement no more the expo in Yakeka or more even go find me can a link a crowd betting me donate. So won't you mean quite at least you can show your support that way. So definitely Nabusia fatu ideas to say China at the chair and then at the chair BM no. Bono near hafo ye serious expo to show near ye so ye wo na ya ye wo no mapa.
Adonko bono ahafo expo 2023 hwasem ne ho ba beka awo bosome obubuo aye ne da eto so dikosi dum yenunum dwumadi anyina ekoso awosunya no jubilee park da wodi kanu ne yefie da na sa fie da no ye adwumadi hontoma ye pa hontoma bia eno na ye be mantete na sa fie da ne yefie da tuntum nti niema na ye de ba jubilee park no ba titi so efi ade ati da memene da no a ye apomudina na montuo ye sha ase a free cocoa house ye de akwa bisim ye ba ba wie no jubilee park Yan baba jidin was in Ghana. bi te se Dondumelu akrobeto on ba be keka ho nyina ya be health screening we nyina achi ya ne Sunyani Regional Hospital and Ghana Health Service aye blood donation na se ye wie nyina na na dwo aye abonfo ye nwum ene ya basobo ade achi ne kwasi da no a ono ne ye ne nananom ye ba be bodwa data wo Sunyani Jubilee Park na ya da twedi amponkwan ba se yadu asati ya mponyina mo nananom samanfo ate ne nyina achi no ye bebo foto de ato ho I know ye de babesi ultra modern entrepreneurship hub. Na sa kwesi dan ya to yensa frɛ Mama Esther on Joyce Bless ben baba be hu ayeyi ajumaku a wafa jumadi hu kan nyina ye Adonko Company Limited, ABN Network, Ghana Ace Commission, Western World Company Limited, Pet Pharmacy, Evergreen High, Kobe Organic Foods, Ghana Nuts, First Index Premier, Odmasma in Diaspora, Onya Sasiabani Company Limited. So person be dwabo na se na obeton wo niam ana obeda wudumadi nyina di ewo hwa the screen na se na ba no gu on frɛ.
Abuzia in the video, no. My mom watching a comment section as well because it feels like sometimes when I talk about the Akosombo Spillage, I'm shedding penny for me, and as a mama come half on the and then I need to just do a video because next thing right here, my internet is critical. So, I'm editor, I edit video, I grab a video, I grab money. What I say. So, at least, yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. Tell me again, Abuzia.